My mother passed on. I never shed tears. My father passed on in my hands. I never shed tears. Then when Rufai passed on, I had ghost pimple on my body. And every individual I'm speaking to, there was, tears of lamb rolling through my cheeks. What kind of nation is this? With this kind of example they have shown in Shefulue, in Stephen Keshi, blessed memory, Thompson Oliha, blessed memory, Rashidi Yekini. I will never advise even my son to put his feet for this country. Send me out. Do we have a football federation? Or do we have a football association in this Lagos state? That this hero, this soldier, this football evangelist has to be treated this way and his family.
Sporty greetings and welcome. That was former Super Eagles defender Taribo West. Taribo West, in his own right, is a legend of football in Nigeria. I think played for the senior men's national team from 1994 till about 2005, 2006. He's very popular for his colorful hairstyles. He was a rugged defender. Taribo West can also be remembered. Yeah, it was part of the 1996 Atlanta gold winning team and the 1998 FIFA World Cup. Remember when he had that head injury and they had to put bandage around his head? I think was it 1998 or 2002? Anyway, that was Taribo West. Why was he in such a mood? It really touched me, in talking about the country not taking care of ex-players and all of that. Let me give you a bit of a background. Taribo West attended the service of songs for the late Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai. That one also is a legend, 100%. And he did not like the things he saw there. He called out the Nigeria Football Federation, called out the Ministry of Sport, now the National Sports Commission, and he said the country doesn't take care of the heroes of the past, of players, sportsmen in general. And look, this is a systemic problem. I've said it's not just about footballers or sportsmen. Or go speak to ex-servicemen. Go speak to people who fought for the country in the military. They are complaining about the same thing. As long as there is no social welfare programs in place, this will it will forever be a problem, Social welfare programs, very important. And even the players' union, they need to get their act right, because this is what we keep saying. Yes, players have a right to feel entitled because they know what they go through representing the country. Taribo West just described Peter Rufai as a soldier, one who went out to fight for the motherland and, gave us, good details, good things to remember the country for. So Taribo West went to that service of songs and said he did not even feel the impact of either the Nigeria Football Federation or the federal government. Is this the first time this is happening? I'd say no. Samson Siasia was also a member of the 1994 class, a legend of football in Nigeria. Also, listen to what he had to say.
When I heard about his death, I was, I felt so sad, and I was kind of, very, very unhappy because he didn't say anything. Even if he had said something, what would Nigeria do? Look at Kaliri. Before, when Kaliri was sick too, with Erin Wosu, Nigerians don't take care of their own. You understand? That's the most important thing. We don't take care of our own. We're like a fallen soldier. When you go to war and come back, everybody forgets about you. I think this thing has to change. I think the government has to be in charge of taking care of funerals like this when you've served the nation this well. It's a legend. I don't think it's too much to ask.
By the way, credit to News Central. We got a video, a courtesy of News Central TV. That was Samson Siasia, and he tried to give us some names. Was it when Henry Wosu had his problem? Recently was Kadiri Kana. I remember goalkeeper Fregene. Even let's go back to the late Stephen Keshi. when he passed? What sort of support did his family get? Even at the time, I remember his son saying that the Nigerian Football Federation, didn't pay the late Stephen Keshi the money that they were owing him. Very ugly situation. But this is a national problem. And I've said it, for Nigerian sports to do well, the federal government must be involved. The federal government must be interested. That's the only way we can tackle it. So President Bola Tinubu, this is one area that needs to be addressed, because it's as simple as free healthcare. The late Peter Rufai, I know him so well. That's why I try not to talk about it, because it got me really emotional when he passed. And Siasia said it. He echoed it, that who would he have run to? Who would have helped him? President Tinubu has little, how am I calling it little? Free healthcare, that anybody that represents this country and you bring glory to the motherland will take care of you when you're getting old. So they don't get to suffer or struggle to take care of themselves when they're sick. And a state burial won't be a big deal for the country. Honor them because they have brought honor to the country. I think of those little things is what we can do to show interest to our sportsmen and women. Not just sportsmen and women. They do it for servicemen. They represent, they fight for the country. And I know when they pass on, they get, state burial services and all of that. I don't know of the welfare package, because I know that's a big problem in Nigeria. So that was what Samson Siasia was trying to say, that Peter Rufai was probably going through a lot, and for the kind of legend that he was, oh my gracious goodness, Peter Rufai, let me give you a background. Peter Rufai made his national debut for Nigeria December 1981, and I think he played till about 2001 or 2. He has 65 caps for the country, went to 3 Africa Cup of Nations, 2 World Cups, and at every level he was the first choice goalkeeper, from the AFCON to the World Cup. So that's a proper legend right there, Peter Rufai. And this is the sort of national treasure, that's what I want to call him, that the country should preserve. That's how to transfer legacies, when you have people who can live long to tell the story of where football started with them and where, they are at the time, and then inspire generations. That's what Brazil does. That's what Argentina does. Bring it to Europe. Top footballing countries, England, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Italy. Go check their football. It is backed up by proper historical data that helps them to transfer their legacies. I remember when I visited the Football Museum in Sao Paulo, I was wowed. Wow, what Brazil, they've done with their football, it will forever be a religion. So Peter Rufai is a legend through and through. He was about to turn 63. He died on July 3rd, on the same day that we lost Diogo Jota. That was when Peter Rufai also passed on. He was 62. He was to turn 63 in August, And he wrote a book titled My Story. He wanted to pass on the legacy. He wanted to inspire the younger generations. Unfortunately, he didn't live to launch that book. I saw an interview he did with my senior colleague Godwin Inaina, and he was talking about a bit of the book and what he wants for the country. Listen.
It's a book that is taking me, through the memory lane with the Nigerian fans, with what I've observed with Nigerian fans, with what I've observed with Nigerian players of that era, compared to the Nigerian football players of this era, and what I've observed with the fans. And the book is also, giving a clear picture of what our performances were on the pitch individually. And the book also is stating how I started my football career right from Port Harcourt, leaving the school, how I came to Lagos with a night bus.
That's Peter Rufai. I would try to get that book, because I know it will be one that will really, capture football in Nigeria. Peter Rufai saw it all from the 80s to the 90s to the early 2000s. So that would be one book that I need to read. But you see, Peter Rufai, with all of what he went through with football in Nigeria, actually wanted something. We keep talking about it, that infrastructure needs to be top notch. I keep saying that what is our national pride when our Super Eagles don't even have a proper playing ground? Peter Rufai made history playing at the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, and he told Godwin that government should do just enough to fix that stadium. Listen.
The National Stadium, Surulere. Each time you stepped or walked into that pitch, you come out from the tunnel, you stepped onto the pitch. Before you get onto the pitch, there is this, ghost pimple that will, fool all your body before you step, because already you are hearing sound, dancing, singing, all these things going on. And the coach will be giving us information. We have people who will be coming to tell us what is happening out there on the pitch. So while all these are going on, the coach will tell us, guys, focus on the game. By the time you step onto the pitch, I tell you, the crowd, the echo, the singing, everything will ginger you. I say it will ginger you to the extent that, in fact, you will promise yourself that you will give your best. Because when you step on that pitch, you play better.
Wow.
You play better because when you look at the crowd, when you look at the singing, when you look at the song, the meaning of what they are singing, you'll be motivated. You will say you will give your best here. You will not leave without giving your best here. And indeed, the minute you start playing below expectation, you see the stadium, the fans begin to shift their support. They begin to shift their support. The minute they start shifting their support, the next thing, you begin to step up your game. Without being told, you begin to step up your game. So that was the thing I'm looking at. What is missing now with our present players? Because then you don't need to be told. You don't need to be told to step up your game. The minute you notice that there is a little bit of A to the opponent team, the next thing you will see the players, you see our players begin to run. You see him begin to move everywhere looking for ball. You see him run everywhere. You see everybody moving. Finidi moving, Amonike moving, looking for ball. Rashidi Yekini looking for ball. And the minute they get the ball, they start performing. They get the fans back again to stage. And they begin to move the game. They begin to play.
Yeah, so that's it. What a loss. It's a national loss, and this isn't how we should be remembering Peter Rufai. His colleagues going to his funeral programs, and they are the way they are. So I struggle to even talk about it. The late Peter Rufai will be buried today at the Ikoyi Cemetery in Lagos, Nigeria. We'll miss him so much. I have fond memories of Peter Rufai. We did, a couple of works at the grassroots. I supported his works a lot. He did same with me with the Channels International Kids Cup. I remember I would say Dodo and he would say Mayana Dodo. And, he was always saying, Austin, call me. Just call me. If you need anything, call me. Can't believe he is gone. But I'm glad he left something for us. He left a good legacy. And let his passing be a reminder to Nigeria and the government that, look, we need to take care of our sportsmen and women. I'll see you around again. Rest in peace, Peter Rufai. That's it.